Hi, and welcome to the first quarter screencast for primary care providers in rural Colorado. This is brought to you by the Colorado Rural Health Center, and my name is Ashley Mills. Today I'll be talking briefly about 3 different programs that are available to primary care providers who are working in rural and underserved areas in Colorado. In this session, we'll be taking a look at the Colorado Health Service Corps Loan Repayment Program, the Rural Preceptor Personal Income Tax Credit Program, and the Rural Colorado Primary Care Leader Program, which is available as a scholarship. The Colorado Health Service Corps is our state's loan repayment program. This program awards funding to primary care providers who are working in rural and underserved areas across the state. Funding is given to providers in exchange for a 3-year service commitment at his or her current practice. Award amounts are between $20,000 and $90,000, depending on the provider type. Physicians and dentists are eligible for $90,000. PAs, NPs, licensed mental health professionals, and clinical pharmacists are eligible for $50,000, and dental hygienists are eligible for $20,000. The CHSC program is for primary care, dental, and mental health providers working in an outpatient setting. The slide on your screen shows the full list of eligible specialties. Those who are interested in this program must apply during the annual application cycles, which happen during the full month of March and the full month of September. This is a competitive program, so not all those who apply are funded. Awardees are selected on qualitative measures and factors within their application that support likelihood of retention. This is different from the federal program, also known as the National Health Service Corps, which selects its awardees based on the Health Professional Shortage Area Score, or HPSA, that the provider is working in. There are currently over 370 different CHSC-approved clinics across the state. You can go to the CHSC website with the link on your screen, or you can just type in Colorado Health Service Corps into your browser and the website will come up. On the website, you'll find a current list of CHSC-approved sites to see if your clinic is one of them. If your clinic is not on that list, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not eligible. For a clinic to apply to be approved, it must meet the following requirements. It needs to be located in a HPSA, also known as a health professional shortage area. It needs to be public or nonprofit. Your clinic must accept all forms of public insurance, and it needs to offer a sliding fee scale for low-income patients based on federal poverty guidelines. To be eligible to apply, you need to be working at a CHSC-approved clinic by the first day of the application cycle, so by March 1st or September 1st. The application requires you to submit a personal statement, 2 letters of support, and your CV. One thing to keep in mind is that if you are selected to this program and accept an award, you are signing on the dotted line and you're expected to complete your full service commitment. That commitment, again, for full-time is 3 years. You can also work part-time and your service commitment would be 6 years. You can be working full-time during your service commitment and switch to part-time employment if needed, and that would just extend your remaining service commitment. If after your commitment is up and you still have loan debt, you can apply for yearly renewals for additional funding. This is a $1,000 personal income tax credit for primary care providers who precept students in rural or frontier counties in Colorado. There is a limit of 200 credits that can be claimed each tax year, so this is on a first-come, first-served basis. Primary care preceptors in the following disciplines are eligible for this credit: family medicine physicians, internal medicine physicians, pediatricians, PAs and NPs working in family medicine, internal medicine, or pediatrics, and dentists. This slide lists all of the rural and frontier counties in Colorado. The preceptorship must have taken place in one of these counties. This program was approved for funding through the year 2019. You must precept a student for 28 full days within the tax income year in order to be eligible. You can precept multiple students to make up that 28-day duration requirement. It doesn't have to be one student. You'll need to go through an approval process through the Department of Revenue, which can take some time, potentially up to 4 weeks, so you'll want to apply as early as possible after the preceptorship has taken place to ensure that you'll get the credit in time to file your taxes. So how do you apply for the credit? Visit the website on your screen to take a brief survey and download the certification form. You will then complete the form, leaving off your Social Security number, and then you'll send that to the school where the student came from so that they can certify that the preceptorship took place. You can also send that form to any of the area health education centers for certification, but note that there will be a $50 charge for this. Once that form is signed, you will fill in your Social Security number and then submit that form to the Department of Revenue at the email address on your screen, dor_preceptor@state.co.us. They will then notify you of approval or denial of the credit, which again can take up to 4 weeks. You then file that credit with your taxes once you're approved. This program's curriculum focuses on helping providers become better leaders for themselves, for their practice, and for their community. There's also a policy and advocacy training piece that's woven into the curriculum. This program is hosted by the Center for Creative Leadership, and it's funded by the Colorado Health Foundation. Full scholarships are available to a limited number of participants. The value of the program is $10,000 per attendee, and the entry point to the scholarship program is through our organization, the Colorado Rural Health Center. Eligible providers for this program are physicians, physician assistants, nurse practitioners, certified nurse midwives, dentists, and dental hygienists. More information and the scholarship application is posted on the Colorado Rural Health Center website under Resources in the menu. To request an application, however, you can always just contact me at amm@coruralhealth.org. The application deadline is May 7th. The program will take place between July of 2018 and April of 2019, and it includes 3 in-person sessions. All travel expenses will be reimbursed, and providers will also receive a $300 stipend to be used as they see fit. And that brings us to the end of this session. Just to quickly recap, the CHSC loan repayment application cycle is now open, and it closes on March 31st. Visit the CHSC website on your screen, but be sure to check and make sure that your clinic is an approved site before you submit an application. The Rural Preceptor Tax Credit is available. Just visit the link on your screen to access instructions and the necessary forms. And finally, the Rural Colorado Primary Care Leader Program, which is available through a scholarship, can be found on our website under Resources. You can also contact me at amm@coruralhealth.org. And that about wraps it up. Please join us for the next session that will be happening in the second quarter of this year. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thanks for watching.